So we have two decks going head to head in this video. We have both Bt-07 decks ready and roaring to go. First off, we have a Whalemon Ancient Garurumon Bonds of Friendship combo deck. It's blown my mind how well this deck performed. It was able to swarm fields and just do a lot of craziness with Kaiser Nail. Being able to use a card to be able to put Bonds of Friendship underneath a Gabumon and then using Kaiser Nail to pull it out was amazingly mind-blowing gimmick that people are probably wondering how to get King Whalemon to work, and I think this is pretty close to what you're going to need. And then next, we do have the amazing deck known as the Gacha deck. This deck blows my mind. It's so good. I'm playing ridiculous amount of numbers on the level 6 eng to guarantee my Gacha system to go off, being able to hit big numbers and then just clear out board using our megas just to punish our opponent just further. We use like Mega Gargomon, Nidhogg's, Ancient Troymon, Dino Rexmon, and Hercules Kabuterimon just to control board state with the same Mega Gargo and Dino Rexmon to lock down a Mon for a turn that we can use to benefit with Izzy. So guys, hopefully let's dive right into the games and hopefully you enjoy. Let's do this. So let's start the show off right, boys and girls. We're going to be playing Gacha Green while my opponent is playing this really spicy whale Bonds of Friendship deck that is out of left field. Like, I'm playing a Gacha deck here. Green Gacha that is completely out of the norm. Let's see what they can do against each other. This deck is crazy. I'm getting quite used to all the stuff right now. Sorry if it takes me a little bit, but I'll explain what I have. Hopefully we know. He flips up the Bakamon that lets him, if he pulls out an evolutionary source, he gains some decent advantage out of this. So I'm hoping to go first and get some decent headway out of this. So let's see what we can do here. So Bakamon, I'm trying to show off what the deck card does so that you guys, if it's in English, you can see it. If not, I'll try to... I'm trying to remember the key click here that relates to the, you know, showing you the card. If it's in English, I'll hopefully show it off and be able to tell you what it is. He starts off his turn with the blue memory booster. So he gets Gabumon, Whalemon, and Kaiser Nail. So he ends up taking a really solid choice in my opinion. I think he goes with the Gabumon. He grabs the Gabumon starting off. He kind of gave me 3 memory, which he shouldn't have, to be honest with you. So I draw for turn. I flip up a Koromon. This Koromon is really interesting. I Digivolve into the Palmon from the trial deck. That gives you an extra 2000 DP if it attacks a Mon. But the Koromon is really good because of its effect, being able to pretty much create the Gacha situation I need to, because I get to reveal the top card, decide if I want to put it on top or bottom. So I Digivolve into the new Tortoisemon, which has an amazing inheritable, which, don't get me wrong, I can't wait to show off what this can do. And then I go for the play where I put down Mimi and Izzy just to start me off right. So I'll give him 3, which I don't mind. He's at a major disadvantage. He's got to climb up massively here. So being able to choke my opponent out here is so clutch. I'm not joking. I'm really excited. So he's going to Digivolve into the Gabumon from Bt-06. This allows him to interact with Bonds of Friendship and gain some extra memory. He then Digivolves into the Garurumon from EX Booster 1. There's a very important reason for that, and I'll explain when we get to that combo. But we're at 1 memory. He's at 1 memory right now, and I won't be gaining a lot of stuff. I'm all excited for Tyramon. So it's going to be really spicy what I do. He uses his memory booster here to get himself further up. He ends up playing the Davis, trying to choke me out for 1, which is good on his part and a really smart play. He ends up either going, if I remember correctly, gets a Gorilla, gets Bond of Friendship, Whalemon, and he gets Grizzlymon. He ends up taking the Bonds of Friendship, which is fine. I pull off a Jagamon, which is really good. My hand's not bad at all. don't have anything crazy here that I can just go off with. So I'm hoping for is to get what we need. So I Digivolve up into Mammatiraramon, which I hopefully pronounced that right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. I can't. All these cards, it's like Pokemon. You get like 1001 and then you're just like trying to pronounce it is just tough. If you guys want, pronounce down below how you pronounce it. It really does help out. I can see the pronunciation blockaded off. But we got the Koromon. We got a way of doing the gacha. So he Digivolves into Whalemon in the back, trying to keep me off. And then goes right into that King Whalemon, giving me 4, which in his situation was bad on his part. So I flip hatch. I'm going to Digivolve into Koruriamon. It's the battery-looking beetle thing that costs 1 memory. I didn't move the memory marker. I am sorry. I misplayed on that. But it didn't really matter on how I ended up going about this turn. It was still going to pass with a lot of memory. So he was going to get 3 of this turn. Plan. So I'm going to rotate right. I'm going to do skill. Going to not activate Tortoisemon. I didn't want to. I wanted to bet on the gacha. So I'm trying to figure out the buttons still. Sorry about this. Reveal top 3. Well, reveal 1 for the Koromon's sake. I'm just going to use that, put it back on top because I don't mind grabbing a Nidhogg and Digivolve top. Just really powerful to do so. So, Mammatiraramon. Nice. I'm going to leave that on top. I forgot that. Sorry, I'm still getting used to certain interactions. I was going to go right into Nidhogg, but then I realized I can just go right into everything else. That was a misplay on my part. Do not mind me. I forgot I can reveal a few more cards. So, reveal 1, 2. So we get the Hercules Kabuterimon. I went like, oh my goodness, this is the better card. We're going to go for Hercules because I didn't want to waste my Nidhogg just in case later on you have a better play. Put that to the bottom. Sorry about the small misplay. This is probably the only misplay you're going to see from here out. But, again, we're going to swing in for the right. Hercules Kabuterimon only has no extra power boost. It's only a 12k. I didn't put anything on top with Toratoramon, which is fine. I don't mind. This is a gacha system. We're betting on the luck. We're really trying to go all out on this. So Hercules swings in for that beautiful swing. And I didn't draw for the Hercules. He hits a Kaiser Nail, which is solid for me. Digivolve into Kabuterimon in the back. Draw. Go to 3. Then I decide to play Izzy Mimi. Nope, I Digivolve into that. 0. Yeah, a slight misplay on this calculation. I wouldn't have had the Izzy out. But that is my fault. I am sorry. I forgot the baby does have a memory. So that is my misplay. Just gonna bank on it. Let's see what we can do here. He promotes King Whalemon up, which is fine by me. Because no matter what happened the following turn, I would have been able to go in. I wouldn't have as crazy much memory, but his play is really awesome here. Let's see what King Whalemon can do. He can pull out the Whalemon, grab the Gabumon, and he'll gain 1 memory off of this deal, which is all fine and dandy by me. Debating on how the order goes, I mentioned that if he pulls out the wrong card at the wrong time, effects do not activate and proc, especially if they have attacking effects, but that's okay. He thinks about what he's going to do here. He's got 4 memory, which he should have just had 3, and I wouldn't have the extra Mimi, but it's okay. I would have had Jagamon, to be honest with you. I would have been 1 turn. So he uses the Whalemon. He goes to 5. Even with a small mistake like this, I am sorry. So many. So Gabumon comes out. One that relates to Bond of Friendship. Super important in clutch here. Plays the Matt Ishida. Gains 6 memory because Gabumon says when a tamer is played, gain 1 memory. So he's at 6. Whopping security check is nothing to today. He digivolves into Bunch Friendship. Goes down to 3. Draws. He ends up playing the Gabumon down to bring me to 3. He can bring himself to 3. Then he does Ice Wall to choke me, which is okay. I will go to 5. Promote up the... Well, I'll draw for turn. Promote up the Jagamon. Stand up Hercules Kabuterimon. So I decide to start taking out big problems and threats. I know what I got to do to get rid of his Reeker guys. I just got to make sure the Whalemon's rested, because if he can go into his Mega again, I'm kind of screwed. So I Digiburst out to rest his Whalemon. I get rid of the Koromon and the level 5, the Gotcha 5. So we're going to gain some major tractions here. So what's nice is, so if Toromon puts it at the top of the deck, as long as you put it at the top of the deck, you gain the power. You don't have to gotcha it. So I'm going to be revealing the Nidhogg. So we're going to put Nidhogg at the top. Put it at top. Hercules Kabuterimon swings into his Bonds of Friendship for 17, which Oonga Boonga numbers, boys and girls. 17's huge. We have our Nidhogg sitting at top, which I had to lose 2 memory to do this. This goes down. And I'm going to swing in with the beautiful of Jagamons. Reveal top 3. 1, 2, 3. I get to have my Nidhogg come in, board wiping the daylights out of him, costing me 2 with the Ice Wall. Completely okay. Flip. I gotta stop rotating. End up flipping him down, putting him to the bottom of the deck. So I put everybody into drop. All his mons went to the bottom of the deck. Swinging 13 into that beautiful security. Gabumon. And then I debate. I slam down Izzy, giving him 3. The Izzy, Mimi. So we're at a complete standstill if he gets anything else off. But that board wipe was just so clutch. He Digivolves into the Gabumon after flipping up his Bakamon. This is the Gabumon from EX Booster, the one that lets you reveal top cards to add a Gabumon or a mat to your hand, if I remember correctly. It says. So he's debating on what he's going to do next. He's thinking about climbing back up because he's got to at this point. I'm just such an oppressive force right now. It's not even funny. Whatever he does, I'm going to be able to. He slams down Matt so that when he promotes up that Gabumon, he gets a bunch more memory. He does another Ice Wall, hoping to prevent me from another full turn off. Gonna take left. Take left. I forget there's an unsuspend button. I hatch another Koromon up. I'm gonna digivolve into the beautiful no. I end up digivolving into the Koromon, is it called? Cost me 1, which I remember this time. Sorry about that. Last time. He's gonna get 3. I can't risk swinging in. I don't mind, but I kind of want to set up myself a little bit better. Should have went Palmon, Kabuterimon, and then right into the ultimate, but that's fine. Because if he even swings in, I'm going to get a bunch of memory following turn anyway. So the setup is fine. We're kind of golden here. Want to see what else he can do against this hand. Very important. So debating on plays right now, which is okay. Right now it's golden. He's nothing to worry about. I got a few plays up my sleeve, which I'm okay with. I don't have to worry about too much. He can't remove anything. He goes right into that bond of friendship. Evolving for 2. Flips. He loses 2 security. So, and I thought it's at end phase that the trashing security stacks, but now he leaves himself wide open. Just gonna punish him straight for it. No big deal. So, I'm reading Maddie Shida. I thought it's the other way around, that's why. Oh. Bond of Friendship is on board. He gets 2 attacks in here. Can't really get rid of my Megas. So he's kind of useless at the moment, to be honest with you. So when attacking, return one of your opponent's level 5. I read that. I was like, oh, I'm okay. I thought I was about to get board wiped by this thing. Nope. We're golden, boys. When it gets rested, we're kind of Gucci. I'm not gonna lie. He swings in first, revealing the top. He gets a Gabumon. He has 3 Gabumon choices. He goes with the Gabumon for Bond of Friendship and puts the other 2 at the bottom. I do a security check. Hercules Kabuterimon, he's fine. And he does another security check. It is an Agumon. Okay. Got 3 Izzy Mimis out on the board. Then he goes for that Matt again. And then I go up all the way to 7. It's crazy good. Promote up. I really had this in the bag, so yes, I should have drawn, but you know what? Want to clear it out, draw for evolution, swing in to Bond of Friendship, and then swing with Kabuterimon for. So that was game 1, boys and girls. Sorry about the misplay earlier. So game 2. Let's see how we handle this. He flips up Bakamon, the memory booster. He's waiting on me. He's going first. Took me a little bit of time to set up. I was just cleaning up board state and setting up half of the recording. Recovery 5. Draw 5. This is going to be a quick game in itself. So goes first. He digivolves into Gabumon, drawing himself a card. And he ponders what he's going to do, how much memory he's going to give me. Too much, and I'm going to walk it. I think I only need a champion at this point. But what does that matter? Already planning 3 steps ahead to try to shut him down, which is okay. Gotta have a hand that really punishes. So he goes for that Davis play. So giving me 4 memory to play with, it's a-okay with me. He gets Bonds of Friendship, Cordramon, and he gets a Gobblemon. He goes with Bonds of Friendship, get it in his hand ASAP. We get that lovely champion we needed. I flip up Coromon. I Digivolve into Corimon, just a battery-looking beetle thing in green. I draw another card. I'm going to go for a certain play that... Nice. Digivolve into Kabuterimon, drawing me a card. Go to 2. Next, he's got him. I'm thinking about the play. I'm going with Art Casting Maritiramon. Because he is a 5-cost hard play, giving him 3 is not a bad option because I will have the gacha system ready to roll. No issues. I mean, getting the Izzy Mimi off is super important, but again, what's the point if I whip it, right? So he's reading it. He's astonished by the fact that it is a 5-cost play. So nothing too out of the ordinary here. He ends up digivolving into Cordramon, the one that is secure in security if revealed, or even on hard play. You draw 2 cards. Then he digivolves into Whalemon to get himself set up. I get 2. I draw a card. Get a rookie out of the deal. So I decide to promote my blocker up. Mamameramon is here, so I'm gonna rotate right. Swing into that security, hope for the best here. I'm going to reveal the top 3 cards, hoping for any level 6 out of the deal. I didn't get any, so I have to flip this face down, put it to the bottom of my deck. He gets Ice Wall, instantly gaining him 2 memory. This hurts a lot. I should have... There's so much I could have done right and wrong in this situation. What I should have done was not do this play. I mean, yes, protecting that thing was so important, but if I set it up right the following turn, I would have been a-okay, hopefully, to hit off everything else. This Mon is just going to be rested. It's a decent Digi-Evolution. This is the Dinosaurusmon. This is the one that's similar to Saint Gargomon, aka Mega Gargomon, locks down opponent's Mon, but this one gains attack boost instead of the inheritable of extra security check, so it gets bigger. We use that one in this deck. He promotes up the Whalemon since he's got 4. He goes into King Whalemon, bringing me down to 0. So here comes major important plays. Got a blocker up, which is fine. He's going to swing in with that beautiful Whalemon. He ends up grabbing the Gobblemon off the checks. It's the bottom. Pulls out Whalemon from his deck of his evolutionary stacks, and then he grabs a Gobblemon. It gains 1 memory for the Bakoramon, which isn't bad in all honesty. This is really good. I lose my blocker out of this trade, which I kind of hate myself that I didn't Digivolve up instead and giving him 3. It would have forced his turn to pass to me. So he ends up grabbing the Gobblemon because he couldn't pull out anything if I didn't. So he's going to do a security check. I'm going to get a security check out of it. Sorry, we're going over some plays here. So he ends up putting under the Bond of Friendship underneath it, and I flip up my security stack. So Gobblemon got Bond of Friendship underneath the skill. A blue card on Visionary Sources. He's going to go do a really scary play I wasn't expecting. He ends up Kaiser nailing out Bonds of Friendship. Oof, I was not wanting that time. I draw for turn. Going rotate left. Gonna hatch. I'm debating on the play here. I think the best play I could do is set myself up. Gonna end up swinging in with my Dino Mon here, but I'm gonna Digivolve first into Kabakoramon. I know I'm mispronouncing it. Cost me 1 memory to do so. It's fine. Dino Rexmon. Okay, Dino Rexmon is its name. Sorry about that. I'm gonna swing right into it, into Whalemon. Since I am bigger than it, I do take it out, which is a major plan here. Which really does help out. Since if I Digivolve up into the wrong play here, it can cost me massive turns. So what I'm hoping for is to take out is, you know, everything. Stand up, swing in, kill off the Whalemon. The reason why I go for this play is to take out a security, but Whalemon is just a higher threat. His Bond of Friendship can't kill off my, you know, Chaosmon with Pierce unless he sacks everything. So he flips up Bakamon, Digivolves into the Gabumon for Bonds of Friendship. This is going to be important plays later. What's really nice is Bonds of Friendship is going to swing into that beautiful security stack shortly. So he ends up swinging into the security stack, freestanding it. I hit the unsuspend instead of security check. He hits a Chaosmon in that security stack, which is super clutch for him. Sadly, I don't have a way, if he plays this outright in a certain way, that I can't, unless he gives me enough memory, I can't get to a Mega very comfortably, which is a problem. So that's like the big deal breaker here, is I can't get to a Mega. I was hoping to get it into Ancient Troymon next turn if he gave me 3 memory, which is so vitally important. I'm not joking. Like, if I could get to it, it would be so good. He plays the mat down. He goes down to 1. Gabumon decides to go for the swing game. So that is super important for him. He catches right back up with it. I reveal Palmon, killing off the Gabumon, which I'm completely okay with. Then plays another mat down. If only he gave me a little bit extra security, I would. Sadly, I didn't plan this. So what I do is promote up my Soramon, Kakoramon. Then I'm going to Digivolve it into Kabuterimon for 1. I'm just in a bad spot right now. Doesn't really matter. I drew Izzy Mimi, just fine. I'm gonna rotate Chaosmon into that security stack. So he hits the memory booster, which I didn't really want him to hit that, but he's solid anyway. He goes to 3. It's gonna stay his turn. I mean, if I can stop him this turn, I'm so good, but I Digivolve into a 2-cost Vanilla evolution, which is fine. He goes to 3. He's kind of set for the couple turns, which is not what I want him to be. But he's gonna go to 6 because Gabumon coming from security is an instant 2 memory for the mats. Digivolves for 4, going to 2. Tosses the top 2. This is pretty much why this deck, if it can't kill you, you have the win. But I didn't realize Bond of Friendship gives it pretty much, he has 3 attacks if that Gabumon's underneath it. So I was like, oh, I'm not dead. Well, apparently I'm dead. So I kind of wish I set it up at the previous turn. Even if he made it so that I only had 2 memory following turn, I would have been a-okay with that. But no matter what, how much memory I gave him the following turn, would have been really, really much in trouble. I mean, if I just went for hard casting ultimate in any way, shape, or form, I would have probably been okay. For the bond of friendship. So security check, hoping for another miracle. No miracles, we die. So that's game 2 in a nutshell, boys and girls. So starting it off, I flip up Pinamon, digivolving into Palamon, which is not a bad play. Pinamon lets me draw cards, which is really good if I swing into a Mon. Then I digivolve into Tororusmon, the turtle that Toratumon or Turmon or Tomon. He digivolves, he flips up Bakamon, flips up, digivolves into the draw. Gabumon from set 1 digivolves into a Grizzlymon. First time I'm seeing him have a blocker, I think, all game. It's a lot of planning out right here, right now. If he gives me 3, I'm in such a good position. He digivolves into that beautiful Whalemon. I draw. I have a conniving plan in place, which I can't wait to show off what I do here. So, I'm going to promote up. Got Pinamon in there. We're going to go right for the moving up promotion. Like, I'm debating on what I should do, but I think overwhelmingly I choose to just go for that promotion. Have Skull Scorpionmon in hand. Tyramon. Nope, I don't go for the promotion. I just keep it in the raising area. So, draw a card, go to 3. And then I kind of give him 4, which I shouldn't have, but that's okay. Give him a B. Because if he even bounces the blocker back, the rookie back, you're gonna gain a decent amount of memory out of the trade. So King Whalemon's on board. He's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt overall, but it's not bad. He swings with King Whalemon, pulls out the Whalemon. His stack has nothing really of value in here except for a draw 1 with the rookie. It bounces my Kokoramon back. It's the battery looking thing. So he grabs the Gabumon, draws himself a card. He's debating on if he puts anything under his evolutionary sources, which I don't blame him. That's a very big, bold play he's doing right now. It's very important. He gained 1 memory. He is at 1 right now. Anything underneath it? He ends up putting a Whalemon underneath the King Whalemon, which is not a bad play, setting himself up, but I already have answers to take care of. He ends up playing the memory booster to hopefully get another Mon out of this deal, but it's a little too late. I'm already decently set up. I draw for turn. I got another one of those battery things, Kokoramon. I digivolve Tyramon, so I'm just really all set for this. So I took the security damage. I forgot that I took a damage. I got the Mimi Izzy. That's really good right now. That brought me to 4, which ups my plays immensely. Oh, I'm gonna decide to swing in. I'm debating on locking down that Whalemon because if it can go out any further than I want it to, I'm in massive trouble. I'm gonna go right. Kill the Whalemon outright. Going to reveal for Toratoramon's skill. Flip. Face down. Put it on top. Just go for the reveal here. Then reveal the top 3. 1, 2. I still end up going for the fact of the lockdown card because the Rex is just so important just to lock him down. So Dino Rexmon is just so important to lock down that Whalemon. I need it rested and suspended so that he can't just get an extra value out of it, because if he can get out of it, I'm in trouble. I put those to the bottom of the deck. That way we don't have enough megas. And Rex will swing into his Whalemon for a whopping 17 at the moment. which is crazy. I draw one for Pinamon skill, and I draw one for the Dino. So we're at a big number. Next play you're gonna see is crazy. Which you might have said, why didn't you just go for the Whalemon or anything like that? There's a reason for this. I don't mind killing off stuff. So I'm gonna Digivolve up. I think about it and I'm like, Chaosmon is like the optimal play, so I can take out one security just so that I can just keep him at bay, and that's the main gameplay. Almost clearing out his whole board. Locking down a Whalemon is just so good. I'm gonna go right into Chaosmon, giving him 2 to play with. Draw, and take out his Gobblemon. Take security stack. Loses 1 security. He flips up the Bakamon, a Kuamon, so that's fine. Lock down that Whalemon, which it doesn't unsuspend, so I'm gonna gain 2 memory regardless. And then I'm going to kill it off with a security check. So, double wins with the Gacha system. The Gacha deck is quite fun, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting this. I get Gobblemon out of this deal. He Digivolves into Gobblemon from his Bakamon into the Bond of Friendship related Gobblemon, which is super important for the deck. He's still at 2 memory, which is a-okay with me. I do not mind it at. He uses memory booster to go to 4. Digivolves into Garurumon, going back to 2. Drawing himself a card. If he goes into an ultimate here, he can choke me to 3 because I still have the Whalemon vested at this point. He goes into Whalemon yet again, give it 1. I'll go to 3 because of Izzy and Mimi. I'm gonna flip up. It gets annoying because sometimes once you get a certain pass to stack, Chaosmon is harder to grab. Digivolve into Korimon, drawing me a card. I go to 2. Then I'm going to swing into that Whalemon, proving I'm having dominance, boys and girls. Draw me a card because of the skills. And Unga Binga big numbers. He gets an Ice Wall set. But that's perfect because I was really hoping to not give him too much crazy memory. Especially going above 1 or 2 is just okay. So right now I gotta choke him. So I Digivolve into Terriermon. Draw. So I have a game plan in place right now. So even if he gives me 2 memory and whatsoever, he's done for. Because I have Izzy Mimi to get me from my Skull Scorpionmon into the Mon I need, which is super important. So he's debating on what to do against me. It's not an easy threat. I'm really far in a good advantage spot right now. And he's just there. He's checking, realizing what he's at. He ends up Digivolving into King Whalemon, passing turn. I draw. So I have this full combo going right now. Gonna unsuspend. Chaosmon wants to be a butt. So what I'm gonna do here is quite interesting. I'm gonna swing with big Unga Boonga numbers. I know what I got set up. I was worried that he could bounce my champion back, but I Digivolve into Skull, Scorpionmon, draw me a card, and it's quite big. That brings me to 1. If an Ice Wall shows up, it sucks. It ruins my whole combo. But that's okay. I'm going to swing with Chaos Gallantmon. I'm going to put the Hercules Kabuterimon on the top of my deck. Right on top, boys and girls. And we're going for that 1 security check for Unga Boonga big numbers. Ooh, he hits a Kaiser Nail, which is beautiful for me. I don't mind him losing out on a Kaiser Nail. Then I go for that beautiful swing. I rest the Mimi Izzy. I'm gonna go flip 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go for that Hercules Kabuterimon. Up. Put these guys out of my deck. Super important, actually. They go to the bottom of the deck. Awesome. Achilles is up and center. I don't know how to use these controls. Oh. Up. Swing in right. I decide to use the Koromon skill just to figure out what's going on. Deal top card. Full Scorpionmon. Decide to put it at bottom. Back. And I do forget to draw in this instance, I think. Yeah. Just because so much is going on. This deck has so much inheritables. And he takes 2 security, instantly goes his turn. Got to draw a card off of evolution, no big deal. So he has to win this turn with 1 memory. He has no other options at this point. So this has been a fun game, guys. He goes in for his combo. He's got to at this point. There's nothing else he can really do outside of this. He swings. He's gonna do the Whalemon combo. King Whalemon, just to show off for you guys. Enjoy it. King Whalemon is just strong, but it's just not enough power to handle Hercules Kabuterimon and Chaosmon. So definitely keep an eye out on this deck. I can't wait for somebody to fine-tune this King Whalemon. Prove me wrong. I didn't think this deck was going to be that good, but surprised me not. Right? Right. Oh, didn't you say this was a bad deck? Yeah, I did. Whalemon comes out. He gains 1 memory for the Koromon. He's gonna pull out the Goblimon from underneath it with the Whalemon skill. Bada bing, bada boom. He's got the Garurumon underneath it to gain him some more advantage. He's gonna do the Garurumon. Go back to 3, which bugs me ever so slightly. Just how much free memory this deck gains is ridiculous. I take 1 security for the Kabuterimon, so that's about it. I thought I had a lot more damage. I was like, why don't I have anything in the damage zone? Then he goes right into the Grizzlymon. Doesn't really matter, I'm gonna rest the thing anyway with Hercules Kabuterimon. Like, double checking why I don't, and then I realized Izzy Mimi got flipped, and I was like, I don't have anything. I got nervous. I cheated or something, but I didn't. We're Gucci here, boys and girls. This was. So, let's see what he does here. It's very important. Let's see what he really thinks he's going to do in this situation. He's in a very tight spot. He ends up playing Davis down because he really doesn't have anything to do. I draw for turn. He adds a card to his hand, which doesn't really matter. I have game on. Unsuspend. I go to 6. Draw me turn. I get Chaosmon. Flip up the Koromon. I go for Chaosmon or Whalemon. Actually, nope. I realize I should do this right. I Digiburst 2, the rest, and then I go for game. Which is a good 3 games. Which part of the game do you like? What deck is surprised you the most? Stay tuned. At the end of this video, you will see.